It's Marvel Contest of Champions news for Wednesday the 25th of April 2018. I'm trying to keep my voice on a bit of a down low as it's quite late in the UK and I'm kind of scrambling around to get a lot of stuff done. To give you an idea, I'm just about to kind of go away, so I'm just trying to get this out as quickly as possible and just give you a kind of bit of information of what's happening on my channel. So there's going to be no news for probably the next kind of like 4 days, as well as there's going to be about 13 videos. I've made 13 videos, my god, which will be out between now and in a weekend. We've got my first ever 6-star crystal opening. We've got an amazing max signature crystal opening that I won't spoil anymore. There's an opening with Frank. Obviously a lot of people have been saying, where's the Frank openings with crystals and stuff? That is coming. And as well, tomorrow at 2000 hours GMT, so 8 PM in the UK, you're going to see Contest of Memes 3. And then on Saturday around about 9 PM in the UK, so 21 hours GMT, you're going to see a Contest of Memes compilation, because people have asked about that, about putting them all together. I've done that, so yeah, exciting. And I'll be promoting it out on social media with regards to Contest of Memes 3 tomorrow, so make sure you're locked to the channel. Make sure you, when it goes out, share it with people. So I think you'll enjoy it. I've showed it to Sammy loves it, so hopefully you guys are going to love it as well. But I digress. I'm going to go to bed after this news, but yes, let's get into the news. This is one of the main reasons that I've kept my kind of radio silence on things like social media, and that is based on spoilers, and even to a degree with YouTube, because everywhere I go on YouTube there is some small snippet on clip of Infinity Wars, and it just really gets on my goat, because I don't mind things being like assuming stuff, but for the last couple of days, 3 days actually, there's been these little clips of stuff that have just kind of in some way spoilt the movie for me, which have got me a little bit annoyed. So I am keeping it on a download. That's why I haven't been kind of posting quite so much on Twitter, because I've been checking a lot of stuff. I've been responding back where I can, but only getting in, responding back. And it seems like Kabam have got the same idea with this. So if you haven't seen Infinity Wars, I would probably say try and see it within the first week, because there are going to be people that are going to spoil it for you. Every time you go on YouTube, there's going to be some clips. So avoid social media, avoid YouTube with regards to stuff that looks like it's going to spoil you. Obviously don't, you know, support the Marvel Contest of Champions YouTubers' videos. I will not be talking about Infinity Wars information. I'll probably do a spoiler-free review within the first week, but I probably won't be talking about it for the first week of the film's release. So next Thursday I'll probably start talking about it, as I want to give those people a chance to get out there before we start all kind of like talking about, oh, do you know this happened, oh, did you know this happened as well? Yeah, just cut it out. If you know, just don't spoil it. You don't have to spoil someone else's day. Just avoid it. And obviously, Kabam, I've got the same idea with this. Yo, it's Unfunny Dorky Diggity Dave, and he's done a fantastic video on Infinity Dungeons. And even though there's a running beef with us, hashtag MCOC Dad's Jokes 2. People kind of get the idea with that one. Anyway, yeah, so this fantastic video. Link is in the description to this video that Dave did. I got a chance, well, I was gonna get a chance to actually do a kind of look at Infinity Dungeons before it got released, but for whatever reason, yeah, the beta version, which I was testing along with Havoc, didn't work for us, and we don't know why, and we're pretty darn annoyed about this. I wouldn't say we're pissed in any kind of way, but we're a little bit annoyed that we couldn't kind of test this out, because we were going to test out like an Englishman and a Frenchman testing out something together. I mean, that sounds beautiful in any case. It's kind of European type vibe, but yeah, we weren't able to get an opportunity. So Dave and Brian had you know, a great try on Infinity Dungeons. Check out the video, get some information, get some knowledge, become a little bit of a ninja, eat a banana, whatever floats your boat. Next up is the Infinity Dust store. Well, it's certainly open for business, and the things that you can actually get hold of. And obviously there will be people that go, hey, well, I'm not going to be able to get any of this stuff. And I think, you know, I do appreciate that. But for an availability of things like 5-star Awakening Gem crystals, didn't expect Kabam to kind of go down that route. So this is pretty mega. That compared with like other months with regards to what's on offer, this is pretty substantial. Granted, there may be not loads of things on offer that are going to make players just scream out for it. However, though, I think it's really good for like lower players being able to kind of get more accumulation of dust to improve their rosters and develop them a little bit more. For me, I may then wait until the end of the month and kind of hoard up this dust and see how much I've got. I will be aiming to try and at least get the one. If that's it, if all I can get is 1 5-star awakening gem crystal, then that could be that skill that I've been looking for. That could be anything that would benefit my roster, like awakening up Iceman by getting a mutant. I'm sure there's going to be one of each class of something that I could get, as long as it's not cosmic, because I always get screwed over with cosmic. And also with the unlucky aspect to a lot of players, rifts, like rift season for April, and obviously well, chaos rifts, let's just say, has been very disappointing for me. You know, I'm about to go into my 4th one. I've done 3 so far, and I've literally just got the 1-star chest each time. Most other people have got the same as me. It's been a very, and obviously, yeah, okay, I understand that there's a lower percentage, but with regards to like how that was falling compared with the last dimensional rifts, my personal thought is I really don't want to see rifts again, especially if that is going to be how lucky they are. I would like them at least scaled up a little bit, especially with like 6 stars coming into the game. 5-star awakening gem should be more easier to obtain. So I mean, in the case of a better drop rate or a better chance rate when it came to those dimensional rifts, and if this is the case, that this is the closest we can get to a 5-star awakening gem by doing, you know, a lot of dust based grinding, then hey ho, let's go and do it. Quick bit of touch-up information with regards to the level 4 health potion that's currently in the Glory Store. There is a visual bug and an issue with that. Hopefully that will be resolved fairly shortly. But you're kind of maybe wondering, hey, what's going on? Why is it not there? Ah, this is scary. Well, it's going to be sorted out hopefully by this video being released. It should be sorted out, but we'll see. It's just a visual bug, nothing major. Our final story is all about new champions coming in, their signature abilities, things that are going to be real pain in the butt. In particular, Thanos, like he does look like a complete pain in the ass. But we'll cover that in a minute. Shout out to Otriux for sending this through. The link is in the description to his channel and also the information for this document. And let's just have a quick look at some of the things that are going to be good and also very painful. Yeah, abilities don't look particularly friendly in any way. Just don't get touched, and watch out for auto block because you die instantly. Nice, isn't it? Yeah, we're really looking forward to this. Evolution armor looks fun. Yeah, there's more pain. There's more pain to follow. There's an immunity to power manipulation. So I don't know if that's referring to power control. So like power locking, power stealing, power burning. Oh man, already this sounds like a real pain in the butt. Similar to the Collector and this kind of ancient power thing that he has, there's certain thresholds with regards to hitting at percentages of health. So as he drops them down with regards to health, oh, he's going to put in a little bit of pain and kind of get a lot of power back. He'll get power. And either way, like I said, there's just continuing pain to kind of like read this. And it's just reminding me too much of the pain of fighting the Collector in Chapter 2 of Act 5. It does seem that this one is more stronger. And therefore, uncollected version is probably going to be pretty darn insane. And I think we're probably going to see a major shitstorm in the forum if people are going to like play against Thanos and just go like, this is ridiculous. Like Guillotine was bad. This is going to be something else. There's a lot of minute details, and I would kind of like say to you watching this to kind of go and take a look at this particular link. Link is obviously in the description, as there's just so much information to give you, and you've got to like, there's things about being an Avenger that's going to benefit you. At the same time, there's things with regards to intercept protection. Do you know, I'm really not looking forward to this with regards to this being a boss. If this information is indeed 100% correct, then yeah, look for a lot of pain when it comes to the next event. On the other hand, there are 2 other champions to talk about, and then there's a third, but we'll go into that in a little bit. First one is Captain America Infinity War. The whole kind of concept behind this one is obviously based on these Wakandan enhancements. He's able to generate these things like kinetic. It's all based on kinetic with regards to these Wakandan people. As we've seen with Killmonger, as we've seen with Civil War version of Black Panther. It is based on like the kinetic stuff. So like if he goes this time, it's if he goes up against a certain different class, then there's certain things with regards to effects that then help him out. But it's all about kinetic protectory things that are gonna, you know, give you benefit effects when going against different types of champions. These kinetic potential, if I get it right this time, have so many different like beneficial effects. You can go, like I said, to the link in the description. It will give you a full list of those bits of information. It can be anything from like beneficial nullifying effects, purifying effects, ability accuracy or ability offensive things with regards to reduction. So many different things. Could be a really handy champion for certain other kind of aspects. Bit of glancing as well. So yeah, it's all the elements of being defensive, but at the same time the attacking offset is to then break down the will and also break down the enemy. So that's kind of a cool thing for Captain America to have. A little bit different to say how we've had the usual Captain Americas, especially the OG one and also the World War II version. One of the synergies I'd like to kind of play about with myself, and that's this aspect of kind of reducing down a percentage of champions that evade based on basic attack. So say if you're going up against a champion like Spider-Man, or how would this really play out with regards to an evading side of things? This would be quite interesting. Right, so here we go with Iron Man. Will we be disappointed or elated? The good start is that there is a regeneration aspect to this champion and a way that obviously to generate power. Also delivering an auto block that does parry the enemy, which obviously if you follow some previous things and also future Marvel Contest Champions news, there's been like a real issue with people getting frustrated with MODOK because he auto blocks and then like stuns. So yeah, it's going to be a very difficult one to win over the community with that one, especially if people are really affected when going up against him. Now here's where repulsors come in, and I'm not understanding with the 100% on the reading aspect. By the way I read this is that it's impossible to evade repulsor. It may look like you evade it, but you don't. You still take damage. But also the other aspect is that, or maybe you don't, and it's always about the debuff effects that put on. In particular, the incinerate and also the shock can kind of fuse to kind of have this kind of new type of debuff effect, which is kind of similar to neurotoxin. If you're familiar, you put bleed and poisons together and you get neurotoxin. This one is all about plasma. Just to really finish up, and obviously trying to keep Marvel Contest Champions news as kind of short as possible, there's more information about his kind of repulsor stuff, the way that plasma works out, and other things with regards to the shock, the incinerate, armor breaks, armor. Yeah, lots of different information. Link is in the description. You have to give this a good read because the extent of what's going on with their abilities for both champions, as well as obviously Thanos, is there's too much to kind of consider. From reading again the Iron Man side of things, didn't see anything about regeneration, which for me is a bit of an issue. But if the damage output is as extreme as say a neurotoxin, especially with regards to, obviously that's all about signature ability reduction, but if we're talking about you know, this kind of aspect about damage output and then taking down power power locking, or kind of similar to like Dr. Voodoo, then yeah, I can dig it. But at the same time, I love that regeneration aspect to Iron Man. It would be great if he's more kind of stronger with armor, because the other Iron Mans do seem quite weak. Either way, quite excited with this. There is something about Deadpool gold version at the bottom, so obviously go to the link and take a look. If the regeneration is not a kind of constant thing, then I'm not kind of like maybe a bit annoyed about that, but there's something about him regenerating twice. But like I said, go to the link in the description, read a lot of information. So that's been Marvel Contest of Champions news. Bit messy with regards to this edition, and that's based on, like, it's nearly 11:30 p.m. in the UK. I need to get this video made and get to bed because I've got to go early in the morning. Journeys and stuff. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I've been RichTheMan. Like, subscribe. Remember, Contest of Memes 3 is out tomorrow. Please watch it. Please share it. That would be great. And yeah, I should catch you on the flip side. Bye bye for now.